Alright guys, time for a little bit of NASCAR. We're going to start with the PGA 2K21 Community Series, and we'll move on to the Legends after that. The Community is at Atlanta today, so we're going to get in here and get this started, as I gave it about 5 minutes going to make another cup of coffee. So plenty of time for people to come in if they're going to, which looks like they aren't because I got 0, but that's fine. Hopefully they'll catch it on the VOD. Alright, so let's accelerate practice. In the qualifying here. Jeffords with the pole. Paul's up there again. He's already got a race win. I believe he won at Daytona, if I'm not mistaken. Get all of our stuff set here. Then we can do our accelerate to the 5-minute-ish mark. Get our stuff up here and shrink that. And then we'll give it a couple laps and we'll get our overlays up. Coming to green. And they're off. Well, it looks like the inside line's got a little bit of an advantage through the turn, but the outside line gets the run coming off of the turn, so this could be interesting here. Alright, let's see about getting our overlays up here. There we go. $57 laps remaining, so 59 laps total. And Pauls has got the credit for leading both laps so far. He's getting the run off the turn. Everybody's staying fairly grouped so far. Not really seeing too many people making any moves either, to be honest. Whoa, 44 way up the track. Trey's making the dive down off of the top side of the track. He's going to join forces with Jeffords here to see if they can't get by this Jaron Paul's 6 car. Actually, he moved back up to the outside line. Looks like the outside line is trying to start to get in the advantage. Redskins car out of nowhere. So we'll see if anybody in the back of the pack's got a car that can make some passes up here in the front. Oh, I think that was my chair. I heard a noise that sounded like the tire squealing for a second there. I think it was just my chair squeaking though. And Paul's has dropped down to the inside. And that gives Danny Vaughn a run off the corner. A couple of cars back there falling off the pace. Darrell A. Montgomery making his presence felt up front. Some pretty interesting racing going on so far. It's like both lines are fairly even here. A little bit more of a run off the top line out of the corner, but you make up a little ground on the inside line in the corner, so anybody's game here. Wow, really the same 5 cars in the lead there, battling for it, but really kind of just shuffling a little bit. Nobody really taking control, per se. Jaron Pauls actually gets back into the lead after Danny Vaughn got a couple of laps out of that. And he's still got the outside line, though, so he should get a run off the corner. Not much of one, to be honest. It was pretty close at the line. Well, they did say Danny Vaughn was a hair in front there at the start-finish line. Brian Jefford's still in the middle of the pack there. Oh, Trey's moving up on the outside with Danny Vaughn. Rich Persinger up there on the outside, 3 back. Nobody's seeming to get the upper hand just yet. It doesn't seem like there's any stronger cars back in the field that have been able to just move up and pass anybody, though. 42 laps to go. Plenty of time for some space to be had, but so far nobody's been able to pull away with anything. Paul surges into the lead there, but Danny Vaughn will get the run off the corner, and they will tighten back up a little bit because of that. Paul's trying to get a little bit of a lead probably so he can get up in front of Danny Vaughn. Trey's makes the move to take the outside line away from Danny Vaughn. He's going to try to move up the track and in position. Wow. It's a pretty tight racing so far in this one. Oh, Trey's got a little loose, it looked like there. Able to get it back and get the run off the corner, though. Oh, and I think he got the lead lap out of that. Close stuff. Inside line has the better look around the corner, but the run off the corner belongs to the top side. And those three are actually starting to separate a little bit from the pack. Let's see if they can all work together to keep them in range here. Danny Vaughn gets the nose in front there. Paul's might be starting to lose some tires there, being on the inside that whole time. And he does fade back a little bit there. Trey is back into front. And Danny back in front through the corner. And Trey's gets the run off the corner. A lot of back and forth in this one. Just the way the track's set up, I guess. Trey's actually moves out into the lead. Nope, Danny using that inside line to try to get back up there with him. Here comes Brian Jeffers back on the inside. Him and Darrell A trying to work together. Paul's trying to get back into it. Here comes Adam Benjamin on the outside out of nowhere. The Jacksonville Jaguars car. And he will challenge Trey's for the lead. And he's going to use that outside line to get into the lead, it looks like. At least to lead a lap anyway. Or a second lap. Jeff Brown right behind him trying to use the outside line with him. Jaron Paul's actually jumped up there behind Jeff Brown to try to use it as well. Maybe trying to save his tires a little bit by moving up there. Jeff Brown making the move on the outside line, and he'll surge into the lead, and he'll get that lap led. Now we're starting to get a little movement up front. A little more shuffling other than just the three we had. 30 to go. Jeff Brown still with the high line run off the corners. Jaron Paul's trying to utilize that himself. Pretty interesting track though. You got the inside line getting the kind of the advantage through the corner, and then off the corner you got the higher lines getting the runs. So keeping everything pretty close for the most part, at least early on anyway. Looks like Jeff Brown's actually gotten into a little bit of a lead there. Paul's trying to not let him get away too far, as well as Adam Benjamin. Arctic Fury. Jeff Brown's still leading the G-Dog. For some reason I can't remember Jaron Paul's username. I'll tell you what, Adam is not wanting to let Jeff have it for sure. See 76 creeping up in there behind Darrell A. Montgomery. I'm not quite sure who 76 is off the top of my head, to be honest. Jaron Paul's back into the lead. Jeff Brown moves up the track, try to get a run off the corner. Oh, I thought he was going to dive inside of him there off the corner, and he didn't do it. Seems content to stay on the high line. Paul's not giving him any room to get by, though. Well, he got next to him on that one. He's going to keep him on the inside. Jeff Brown's going to... Oh, I don't know if he got there or not for that lap. Paul's looking pretty strong, though. Led 17 of the laps so far. The rest of them are spread out over a few people there. Oh, they gave it to Paul's for the 18th lead lap. See if Jeff can get a run here off the corner. He does. He's gonna get that lap. Quite the battle going on here. Seem to be your two strongest cars, though. We'll see if anybody else has anything to say about it as we get closer to the end and they get more aggressive. 21 to go. '76. That's Scobb out of nowhere. Oh, 63 almost got into Scobb there. That was almost a bit of a disaster. Jeff and Jaron pulling away a little bit. We'll see if the pack can run them back down a little. Jeff trying to use that high line run off the corner to stay in front. And he'll get that lap as well. Only Jaron Paul's currently with 2 digits in the laps led department. Double digits. G-Dog trying to do that himself. He needs one more to get into double digits. And he still has the high line run, so he could get this one. No, I think Paul's might have kept that one. And there, Jeff got one, so that'll give him double digits right there. See if anybody from the pack is going to move up and challenge them as we wind down here. 15 to go. Everybody seems pretty content where they are currently. Jeff gets the run off the corner again, and he'll take that lap. No yellows so far in this race. Jeff with the run off the corner again. Not really much movement from the pack just yet. Could be biding their time as still got 12 laps left. Jeff gets another lead lap. He's trying to close in on Jaron Pauls and laps led. We'll see if anybody in the pack behind them starts to push here in a couple of laps. Once we get under 10, we might see some people trying to push the cars a little bit more. Does look like the pack might be closing in a little bit on the two up front. Oh, I think Jeff might have nosed that one out. Pauls has a win on a race already. I'm pretty sure he won Daytona, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure the fellows don't want him to get a second win on the season and take that points lead. But his car is looking pretty good. Under 10 to go. Jeff staying on that high line, and he'll get the run off the corner again. Not enough to catch him. It looks like the pack has dropped back again a little bit. So I'm not quite sure anybody back there has anything for these two. Their cars are looking pretty strong. Jeff gets the run off the corner, and he'll lead that lap. I see number 80 up there that I didn't see before. Right behind Adam Benjamin. I want to say that's Foley, but I can't say that for sure with confidence. Definitely don't have the numbers memorized to the people. It is, however, Mark Foley. He is now 5th. And he is working that inside line. Jeff Brown has fallen off a little bit. Maybe no tires left, perhaps. 5 to go. Jeff's still trying to get back up to Jaron Pauls. But he is on the inside line doing it, which is going to be tough to do. Trey's on the high side though. He's coming in. Looks like the pack is pushing him a little bit now. Trey's into second. Can anybody get by Paul's is the question. His cars look pretty tough the whole race. Three to go. Paul's running the middle of the track, trying not to let anybody get above him to get that high line run. Trey's looks like he got a little bit of a run off the corner there. Paul's moves up though in front of him. Oh, here comes Trey's off the corner, and he'll lead that lap. Look out. Be devastating for Paul's to run so well this whole race and then not get the win. Well, he stuck his nose in front for that lap, but that's been it. He does get alongside of him. Last lap. Trey's on the high line. Should get a run off the corner here. And he doesn't look like he's going to have enough for Paul's. Looks like Jaron's going to get his second win on the season. Trey's does get a run, but it's not going to be enough. And Paul's is your winner. I do believe that was the last lap. Maybe this is... No, it sounds like they're slowing down. I think that was it. I do believe Paul's is your winner. Second win on the season. Man, I thought for sure Trey's was going to get a run off one of those corners and get him. Couldn't quite do it though. That's crazy. Insane. So there you have it. Jaron Paul's your winner. Trey's second. Scobb takes third. Jeff Brown fourth. Mark Foley gets all the way up to fifth. Benjamin J. Barrett, Brian Jeffords, Mark Cavaco, and Dale A. Montgomery top 10. Danny Vaughn, after being up there for a while, he slips all the way to 11th. No showing from myself. Rich Persinger was up there for a while. He dropped all the way to 17th. Page struggled to end up last that race. Why don't I see my car? Am I just blind? don't see the wife or myself. Am I just blind? I thought we only had the needed number of drivers in this. So we should all be in every time. Are we doubling up people? Is it doing that on me or something? You have to look into that. I don't see myself or my wife. But I thought I had only done 42 drivers. So I'm not quite sure why there's people not being picked at all. That's interesting. I'll have to look at that. Because I didn't think it would pick the same number twice, so it shouldn't be doubling anybody up. But I thought I only had the set amount of 42. Oh, that's why this race is a smaller field. It's only 39. Well, unless... I thought maybe there's a scroll bar, but I don't see one. But it actually could be. So let's go to the, let's go over here and hit done. And then if we look at the race results here, and go all the way to the bottom. Nope, yeah, it's a smaller field, only 39 drivers for some reason. I'm not quite sure why that is. Interesting. Have to check that. It could be it just could be what the track set out and I didn't notice it. Alright, so we click done there, and we got Jaron Pauls as the winner, second time on the season. And somehow not showing in the point standings at all. Oh yeah, he's ninth. That's insane with 2 wins though, right? Alright. Yeah, so it says 42. Oh, that's the Bristol track. Never mind. No, it says 42 also. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened there. Alright, for some reason I don't see the game capture anymore on the screen. So we're going to end this one here, and we'll be back in a few minutes with the Legends race. See you in a minute. Peace.